Right. As you can see, it's pretty standard stuff. What you usually carry when you go on holiday. Tea bags, because I'm English. And the crux of the engine. 1989 Commodore, complete with tea stains and broken. The future. Right, so basically this is the live setup. It's really, really ancient. I've got this computer, got this first in 1991, and this is the 8th one I've used live on tour. These signatures are actually just put on like half an hour ago. Yeah, man. I want that eBay price to be up, you know what I mean? Basically, the crux of it is this is the MIDI controller, and below here I have my Akai sampler, which carries all the samples and the data, and it gets loaded up by the old school zip drives. I play things live on the keyboards, and also I have an ancient floppy disk here which carries the drum data on there, and I have to interchange and swap these whilst I finish a track and loading up another track. Just because it's so old school and it can't store tracks on file, and I can't change them. But it all adds to the ambience of it being live, and I do something in between each track, like an interval thing. Basically, when I work in the studio, I'll be working on a certain break that might not have used yet. It could be coming on a forthcoming track, and I'll play that, and I'll judge how people are going to react to that break, and I'll explain where I sampled the break from, what year it's from, the name of the drummer, just so people out there can hear something a little bit about the history of the break that is going to be used in the future compositions. A very old drum programmer sort of program it is. I think it's you'll find that in the early 90s, most people started on these kind of tracker systems. It only crashes if something happens, like someone's poured beer into this machine. It crashed. I kicked over the power supply in Switzerland, and it crashed. Here we have a drum break. Break is program in here, and I edit them in notation as well, which isn't really available on most programmers you get nowadays. And if you see here, I have all my samples here. And then you put them together, forms a break. Simple as that. And that is the beauty of having a computer that is worth €1. It's fantastic, and it's really proactive. Shortcuts for everywhere. You can slap this thing, and the thing is about with laptops, you have to use pull-down menus to get through the program, whereas here, every button is programmed to do certain things, and you can really emphasize when you're doing it live. So this actually does take a paradoxical battering. So especially at the Ripping Club on Friday, I'm gonna make this bleed with some tracks live. So yeah, that's basically the analog kind of like ethos of all the material.